Have you ever scrolled through social media and felt a strange sense of emptiness? You see endless streams of perfect selfies, extravagant vacations, and declarations of success. It's a world where everyone seems to be living their best life, all the time. But what's the reality behind this carefully curated performance? Are we becoming a society obsessed with ourselves? This isn't just about vanity. It's about a cultural shift towards narcissism, where the focus on the self has become so intense that it's shaping our values, our relationships, and even our mental health. The term narcissism gets thrown around a lot, but it's more than just being selfish. It's a deep-seated need for admiration, a lack of empathy for others, and an inflated sense of self-importance. Think about the rise of influencer culture. We now have careers built entirely on self-promotion, where personal brand is everything. The message is clear. You are a product to be marketed. Your life needs to be a highlight reel, a constant performance for an audience of followers. But what happens when the applause stops? When the likes and comments dry up? For many, it's a crushing blow to their self-worth because that worth has become dependent on external validation. This self-obsession also affects our relationships. When we're constantly focused on our own needs and desires, it becomes difficult to truly connect with others. Empathy, the ability to understand and share the feelings of another, starts to fade. Conversations become monologues, and relationships become transactional. We start asking, what can this person do for me? Instead of, how can we support each other? The pressure to be perfect and successful is relentless. We're told to hustle, to grind, to constantly be improving ourselves. But this hyper-individualism can be incredibly isolating. It creates a sense of competition, where everyone is a rival. We compare our lives to the curated fictions we see online, and inevitably, we feel like we're not enough. This constant comparison is a recipe for anxiety and depression. So, what's driving this trend? Some point to social media, with its algorithms that reward outrage and self-promotion. Others suggest it's a shift in parenting styles, or a consumer culture that tells us we can buy our way to happiness. Whatever the cause, the effects are clear. A society that is more connected, yet more lonely than ever before. But there is hope. The first step is awareness. By recognizing the narcissistic tendencies in our culture and in ourselves, we can start to make different choices. We can choose to cultivate genuine connections over superficial ones. We can practice empathy and try to see the world from other people's perspectives. We can also redefine what success means to us. Is it about having the most followers, or is it about living a life of purpose and meaning? Is it about accumulating wealth, or is it about nurturing our relationships and our communities? These are the questions we need to be asking ourselves. Let's challenge the highlight reel. Let's be honest about our struggles and our imperfections. Let's celebrate vulnerability and authenticity. Because true self-worth doesn't come from external validation. It comes from within. It comes from knowing who you are, and being okay with it. This isn't about rejecting social media or technology. It's about using these tools more consciously. It's about choosing to follow people who inspire you, who make you think, and who are real. It's about creating a digital environment that supports your well-being rather than undermines it. In the end, the antidote to a narcissistic society is community. It's about remembering that we are all connected, that we all have a role to play in creating a more compassionate and empathetic world. It starts with small acts of kindness, with listening more than we speak, and with offering support to those who are struggling. So, the next time you find yourself scrolling through the endless performance of perfection, take a moment to pause. Remind yourself that what you're seeing is not the whole story. And then go out and have a real conversation with a real person, because that's where true connection happens. That's how we start to heal our narcissistic society, one authentic moment at a time.